leg action for Latin American and rhythm dances. So number one, what we have to learn from the leg actions, it's bending and straightening your knee. So your knee, if you take a look at the whole leg, so the main function for us as we dance will be how much do we bend the leg and how to straighten the leg. So bending and straightening. So as we do our steps, so we're dancing cha-cha, rumba, samba, jive, swing, we're always gonna bend the leg and straight. In some dances like samba, we can bend two legs, then straight. So learning how to bend and straight knee correctly will help us to achieve much better movement, much better look, much better musicality, of course. So let's close our feet first. We have a natural turnout on in our feet. Now we're gonna change weight to one of the leg. Now here we have soft knee bending and other leg is straight. Now I want you to notice immediately that as you bend your knee, it immediately creates a body action as a reaction. So the knee will help you to have more natural, beautiful, more musical hip actions, body actions. Because you see, it's very hard to bend this knee and now keep it all up. So if your knee bends, it releases your hip. Now in place, we're just gonna practice. We're gonna change weight in place. So we bend and straight one knee. So as we bend knee, we change our weight. Now the knee, the leg where the knee is bent, we're gonna call it free leg. Other leg is gonna be our standing leg. So we change and we bend our knee. Bending and straightening. So for us right now, it's important to be aware that knee, this is two knees straight. Now we have one knee straight, one knee bent. Two knees straight, one knee bent, one knee straight. Or we can change weights through two knee bent and then one knee straight, one bent. There's many options how to do it. But let's do a simple one where we straight, two knees straight in the neutral position, and then we have one bend, one straight. Straightening and bending. We straight and we bend. Now we straight and we bend. Now here, I want you to notice, as we bend our knee, we have a natural hip reaction, and that's very good. So the knee bending will help you to have body actions. And as you bend your knee, there is some sense of release, relaxation. Now, when you straight your knee, there is a sense of power, a little bit tone. So you want to actually take this muscle up to have very strong support on that standing knee. And the free leg is much more free and relaxed. So let's do it for a few counts. So neutral, transfer, neutral, two knees straight, one bend. So two knees straight, one bend, one straight, two knees straight, one bend, one straight. Now, when we in a close position, of course, we already learned about natural turnout and foot action. Now, when we in close position and we don't have intention to move forward or back or side, just we're doing in place. So this knee could have a little bit angle, slightly diagonal, especially for females, to create more sensuality, more feminine look. So this knee can slightly be curved this way. This is only when we intend to stay in place, and most of actions will happen here. So your knee will have this slight curving, so you don't want to have it here. Now for the guys, this is not as important. For guys, we can keep our knee straight, but for the ladies, I strongly recommend, as you bend your knee in place, have a little bit curving sensation here without losing the foot turnout, of course. So this is our action, bending and straightening in place. Now, if we would like to move forward, for example, we do cha-cha walks, rumba walks, or similar to samba. I'll show you a few differences, how paso doble and samba. But let's say in just regular cha-cha walk, rumba walk forward. Now, we always want to start on 2 straight knees. And this is, I strongly recommend you to stay in this position and feel your 2 knees straight before you start bending them. Because for Latin American dancing, most of the time we're going to stay over one leg, and we're going to use a free leg to rock our weight from split position to the full body weight transferring. So having that sensation of 2 knee being straight, it's already very good start for us. So let's stay in this position maybe for 8 counts. We're just gonna be aware that our knees and legs are straight, especially important for Rumba and Cha-Cha-Cha, of course. We can use back foot to just rock our body weight on the 2 knees straight. Now, if we want to start moving forward, now we have to introduce knee bending. So how it's actually happening, maybe from this angle. So when you do Rumba walk, how to bend your knee. Your feet, imagine your feet are still stuck to the floor, and as you bend your knee, still keep your back foot where it is. Okay, so don't try to bend your knee and move your foot right away. So start bending your knee and releasing that hip, and same time keep that foot on the back at the same spot. And even you can press your heel towards the floor so you can get this beautiful angle. So this next exercise. So this is our 2 knees straight. Now knees start to bend. You see my foot still there. So what you don't want to do, you don't want to bring it right away here. So there is a process how to do it in the most beautiful way so you look musical and your feet look great. So 2 knees straight. Now you bend your back foot. You start bending your back knee. Now this knee and my standing leg start kissing. So now I have, this is 2 knees straight. Now I have 1 knee straight, another knee start to bend. Now I already have the feeling like this foot, this knee pushing back. Now from here, we're introducing brushing technique. So your inner thighs, upper thighs, calf muscle here, we're gonna brush. So if you take a look from here, we don't wanna go this way, have a hole, we're gonna brush. So knee touch, and we're gonna brush, brush, brush. So let's go from the side. So now we are here. As I start bending my knee, keep your foot on the back with a slight delay, and it should feel like the knee inviting the foot in. And next, go to this closed position as we practice already. So that will be step 1. So from here, knee start to bend, foot still there, and now bring your foot to this neutral position. Now from this neutral position, you see we already have a sense of triangle here. Now in this moment is very important. So this knee, you pull as much as possible back, and this knee you pull as much as possible forward. So you have a sense of resistance like a Robin Hood. So from here you bend your knee, and 1 knee is back, 1 knee is forward. Now from here, we're gonna use our knee to bring your foot to this 90-degree position until there is a straight line in there. And now from here, your knee gonna go back and send this foot like you go step into the sleeper. And that's gonna be your foot placement. So this the full knee process, how we bend. So we start bending, foot still there, bring it to neutral, bring it to 90-degree. Now send your knee back, and foot goes like into the sleeper. And here we get very nice split weight position on 2 straight knees. And now we can use your back foot to get over the leg. So let's try break it down again. So this is how your knee works for the forward walk. So first we have on 2 straight knees, the knees start to bend, foot is still there resisting. Now we go to the neutral position. Now we go to the 90-degree position. From here your knee goes back and shoots your foot forward. Boom, that's a knee straightening. And then we're rolling. Now process repeat the same here. So you see we're releasing without the moving foot right away, neutral, 90-degree, then we take a step. Let's try again. So this is a process of how your knee bends and how we straighten our knee. Bending and straightening, bending and straightening, bending and straightening. Forward walks. So we bend and then we straight, bending and straightening. Now, if this is too complicated, you try slowly, just walk from foot to foot and just observe how your knee bends and when you straighten your knee. That will give you that a little bit sensation, aha, I'm bending and straightening my knees. And if we talk about foot timing, it's actually a knee timing. The way the knee straightens here, it's placing your foot on the beat of the music rather than you try to think about your feet. So you want to think about your feet in sense of natural turnout and having them brushing here as ankles brush, having them connected to the floor and the foot placement. That's what you want to think about. But you don't want to think about feet going into the rhythm, because that's what the job for the knee straightening. So when you bend your knee and then you straighten your knee, that's what will place your foot into the rhythm of the music. Now, we can do exactly the same in cha-cha-cha. So you see I'm bending to 90-degree cha, cha, Latin cross, and now take a look. From here, getting out of that Latin cross should be also maximum bend, and then you're going to the next step. So in cha-cha-cha, so you see we have a knee bending to the 90-degree cha, then we collect cha, and getting out of it, it's still maximum bend, cha, and then you go there. Now, if we talk about how to go backward in rumba and cha-cha through the knee action, so it's very similar process, but reverse. So if we stand on our standing leg, two knees straight, now from here, as we land in our step, we want to have a little bit more square hips. We don't want them to open. So we want to have them square this way. Now, as we rotate this hip, you see our knee goes to that 90-degree position again. So maximum knee bend, maximum knee bend. And you see, and as your knee bends, it will automatically release your hip. And also, that's why it's good on the back steps to land in a neutral hip position. So you have a little bit this openingness. It's going to be more coordinated. So from here, how knee works when you step backwards. So your knee, imagine like somebody lifted up and your foot being lifted because of the knee, not because of the foot itself. Don't think about foot, think about the knee. Now from here, your foot proceeds to this neutral position. Remember this triangle. And from here, when we step backward, we want to have our knee action a little bit more active, a little bit more ahead of the step. Because when you step backward, our leg go first. When we go forward, our body go first. So we use our maximum knee bending and now send our leg into flat foot, and now we're transferring back. So the same from this angle. So this is how your knee works for the backward walk. So using your knee up, foot brush, 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 and now from here as it gets to this neutral position, we want to have our triangle. Now your knee will place your foot on the back, and then we can transfer our weight. So knee bending for the backward and the forward walk.